She made a name for herself on The Amazing Race, but she's also an accomplished artist and stock market analyst. We shoot the stocks with Jen McCall.
One thing Da Vinci never did was model or appear in reality TV. But my next guest is a modern-day Renaissance woman. Joining me now, model, artist, and stock market strategist, Jennifer McCall. Welcome to Happy Hour, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
So first off, let's talk a little markets.
Okay, let's
You like
talk
the markets, you hate the markets. What do you actually do? You're a market strategist, you work at a hedge fund?
I work for a hedge fund. I research the stocks and I decide what we're going to do for the next day, or I try to decide. I give some input, and my record's pretty good right now.
You got any names right now that you like?
You know, I'm a big fan of Apple. I know it's plummeted. I'm sure it's going to go down a little bit more, although it was up a little bit today. From 129, it's like 131.
Are you guys short-term traders, or do you build a position and hope to hold it for the next 2 years? What do you?
I am long-term. I like long-term trading. I just don't think short-term trading, longevity-wise, is advantageous, just for myself.
Have you owned Apple for a long time? Do you still own it?
I have. I bought Apple at 90, so I was doing really well when it was 198. I took some off the top, and I'm holding on to it. I bought a little bit more for our hedge fund, and up in the highs, so I'm a little bit.
Why aren't you guys buying now? You know, you want to buy when the stock's hated and sell it when it's loved, right? Well, Apple's hated right now. Why aren't you buying it, and then you can sell it when it gets loved again?
You know, I am buying Apple right now, a little bit more shares. I think Apple needs another chance. I think what happened was, I think their earnings was great. I think analysts shot a little too high, and I just think that was their best quarter of Apple's history. It was devastating to me that the stock went down so much, and I'm such a huge Apple fan. As far as growth is concerned, I think Apple has the potential to grow. And if we are in a recession, I do think Apple will stay strong, especially since they go to movies, they're going to have an iPod.
You know, it's one of those things. The recession's hit all of it. There's no really safe stock, but the defensive plays, the Procter & Gamble's, and the real defensive plays in there. Apple has so much exposure to the consumer. How could they possibly stay strong in a consumer recession? But I do totally agree with what you're saying about the very near term. The analysts, you know, they put together their models, and they guessed that it would be a certain thing, and certainly the buy-side guys, the guys who actually invest in it, like the hedge funds, they were really too optimistic on that quarter. There was no way that Apple could deliver what they expected, but now it's a buy that the quarter's gone. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Oh, handshake. You're going to have to wash your hands. I've been coughing too much.
He's sick. You got to stay away from me.
On tap, will your beloved TV shows ever come back?